Just hit the like button. What is going on, guys? Tombstone Jesus, Otto Von Clutch. If you want to get a drink, Tombstone, go right ahead.
Just gonna get up and get a drink, but here we go.
Get a drink, bro.
It is on. Oh hell no, I don't need no beverage. I'm too pumped up, man. It's been a while.
It's been a while since we've talked, bro. And if you're not familiar, here on You Ought to Know Me and Tombstone Jesus, we just talk about wrestling and about life, just like if we were on this telephone. But we are right here with you guys tonight on this Tuesday. A lot's going on, Tombstone, since the last I've talked to you, man.
It's been a minute. I see you got a match coming up. Serial Man, did I catch that right? Is that the Reno show?
Bro, I got a match coming up with Otto Von Clutch versus Serial Man. That is going to be live this Saturday at 555 East 4th Street in Reno, Nevada. Bell time, 9 o'clock. I'm looking forward to it, bro. Are you familiar with Serial Man?
I am, dude. I've kind of been a fan of his since day one.
Dude, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to that. How I said that will be this Saturday. That time I got reincarnated as a hood slammer. So there you go. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't recall I've ever had a match with Serial Man. I might have been in a battle royal once. I know I've worked with him a couple times.
I've seen you on posters with him quite a few times, it seems like. You guys have been on the same shows, but I don't know if I've ever seen you in the ring with the guy, dude. So
I'm looking forward to it, bro. One of the best matches I've ever seen, and Amber will vouch for this, was right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was Tommy Purr versus Serial Man at Versus Pro at the fucking Boulevard Mall, dude. They were like, bro, I think they pulled out a fucking dildo. There was some shit getting crazy, bro. They were doing some wild shit. There was families there. Kids are crying. This fucking match was a hardcore match. It was intense. So I'm looking forward to having a match with Serial Man. That will be this Saturday. So that should be fun.
They'll be leaving the milk at home and bringing the beer to that show, right?
Oh, well, that show, I mean, dude, they're smoking in the audience. They're drinking. There's a bar right there. It's a very nice venue.
Nice.
Yeah, when I wrestled there last time, it was cool. I know it's really growing over there. The venue is definitely growing with fans. Here we go. We got McKill. I need to get a Tombstone Jesus and Otto Von Clutch on the WWE 2K24. Bro, you got to get us going because my name is Otto Von Clutch, and this is my father, Tombstone Jesus. And we are fired up today because it's been a while since we've been live, man. I was up in the Pacific Northwest, chilling and fucking hanging out, man. Came back down to Vegas, went back up north to parts unknown, man, where the fucking northern lights were popping. And Tombstone Jesus is right here kicking ass as always.
I've been running in the desert, doing cactus push-ups, riding wheelies on my Harley Davidson, and kicking ass like always, bro.
Yeah, I know you have, bro. It's been really busy, dude. And fuck, man, I guess I could touch base on Oregon, bro. Went to Oregon. That was beautiful, bro. Freaking, man. Who is your best promoter, man? Yourself.
Absolutely.
Why is that? So I'm over there, bro, at this place called, gonna give it a little shout out here, the Tumble Inn. If you're ever in Redmond, Oregon, go and stumble into the Tumble Inn or stumble out. The Tumble Inn, my gosh, bro.
You tumble in and you stumble out. Is that the deal, bro?
That's the deal, bro. You go over to the Tumble Inn and you stumble out. But bam, it was Cinco de Mayo. I was there. With the veteran, once again, respect to the soldiers out there, man. And me and the veteran are hanging out, man. And before you know it, bro, we start watching matches. I start getting everyone intrigued, getting them hooked, bro. We got some new subscribers over that. And it was great, man. It was really good out there in Redmond, Oregon. Fuck, dude. How was those
good people out there? How was the temperatures before you get off of Oregon too much?
Freezing, bro. It was cold as a mother. Me and my bro Chance, we were up there, dude. Fucking, it's like literally, this was in Sisters, Oregon. Actually, this wasn't even in Sisters. This is like 30 miles outside of Sisters, give or take. Bro, we're out there on this road. We're in a 4x4 truck, bro, and there's a little bit of snow on the ground. And before you know it, dude, you're getting stuck. But we didn't get stuck. We backed it up, kept going, backed it up, kept going, backed it up, kept going. Fucking Austin Powers did, bro, and got ourselves
Sounds
out
like
of
a song.
Serious. How's the band going, man? If you're
The
not
band is red hot. Shout out to my band. Any of you boys out there, chime in. The band is red hot right now.
I want to hear names for the band because I was thinking about this, and you know how, as I said, this conversation is like just me and you shooting the shit. I get the band is Tombstone Jesus, but at the same time, what is the band's name? Like, I feel like the band that you used to have was Tombstone Jesus, right? Correct? That's the name of the band. I get it.
The band is Tombstone Jesus. End of story, dude. Maybe Tombstone Jesus and the Tombstoners. I don't know. I gotta talk to the guys and figure it out. There's been a little talk about
Jesus,
that.
that is you. That is you. You are too. That's the gimmick. That's the character. That's the gimmick. So I don't see like the band, the new band. I was just wondering if it was gonna be like, you know, the Revolts with Tombstone Jesus, or like there's some sort of like, I don't know. This is a thought of mine, and I wanted to discuss it with you.
You know, you're gonna have to come to one of these rehearsals coming up real soon, and the guys have been talking about that a little bit. So
absolutely.
For me, the name Tombstone Jesus has been nothing but money. You hear that name and you don't forget it. So the songs are all Tombstone Jesus songs, and it's got to be a major part of the name. Dude, what's in the name? Everything. Everything is in a name. Don't let anybody fool you on that. If you got a really cool, fancy name and nobody can remember it, it don't mean shit.
He's getting fired up because I want to switch the name of the band. Even though I'm not switching the name of the band, I was just wondering if there was a different name besides just your own name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the guys I'm linked up with, they got a name they were kicking around. And I feel bad. I don't even want to say it. I might say it wrong. I want to say Scarlet Skies or something. Pretty cool name. So we could incorporate that in the name.
Like Tombstone Jesus with Scarlet Skies or something.
I have to, again, we'll have to talk to the boys. You got to come meet these guys. My drummer, Jacob, this guy is just nailing everything. He's like the human metronome. Okay, the bass player is right. He's like Flea. I mean, this dude, Rod, is so tight and hot on the bass. He just blows me away. I show him, let's play a song once and it's done. That dude is just tight and right. And then we got Ricky Six on lead guitar, and he shreds, dude. He's like Swiss Card on Death Clock, man. I mean, this guy is just, his fingers are fire. So, I mean, right now we come in, we got Sasquatch, Shake That Ass, Mountain Rebel, the Railroad Car, working on the Liquor Store, got a new song called Get Up. It's just badass. It's one of their tunes we're just finishing up. So I'm thinking another month and a half, we'll be doing a live show down here in Southern Utah.
If not, definitely we'll get something out here in Vegas. So that's 6 songs that you guys have down right now, which is very awesome, man. We're going to have to get a Spotify out here with all your guys' music, bro.
I got to send you some so you can play it on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So, boom, WrestleMania, Las Vegas, April 9th.
Called it, dude, on 4/20 even.
On Easter Sunday.
Bingo.
Boom. Bro, what a great marketing idea. And once again, just showing how this is going to be great for the Las Vegas wrestling scene.
Oh, huge.
Fucking great for everything. I mean, dude, even just, it's great for anyone that lives on the West Coast. But
if ever there's a city ready to host a WrestleMania, I mean, it's Vegas. I mean, they just devoured the Super Bowl last year like it was just another weekend, man.
No doubt about it, dude. So it just shows you, like, boom, WrestleMania coming to Vegas, no surprise. Dude, there's some serious, if we wanted to, I feel like there's a lot of things that we could even just throw out there that probably come into fruition. On that note, did you see that they were kind of talking shit about Matt Riddle out there wrestling in front of like 50 people? Did you see this?
I didn't hear him talking shit on that, but that's part of the game, man.
Bro. So yeah, no, it wasn't like people were talking shit. All I seen on this fucking wrestling popped up on the Google. It was like, oh, Matt Riddle now wrestling in front of, from 20,000 to 50. It's like, dude, at the same time, I think we'll see Matt Riddle at next year's WrestleMania. I think I'll call that right now. I think we would see a Matt Riddle at, he would sign back with WWE. Why would that not happen? You know what I mean? Here we go. We got another one. I just got a Sasquatch looking for some ass squatch.
Yeah.
What's up, Jimmy?
I don't
Who's
see
Jimmy?
that. There we go. Jimmy Flame. Jimmy Flame. There's a guy I'd like to get on the podcast.
Let's get him on right now.
Wrestler musician from the East Coast. Jimmy Flame. One of the most talented people I know. Jimmy, bro. Needs you on the
Jimmy
cast,
a link.
man.
Let's make it happen, bro. Let's talk to Jimmy right now about this.
Yeah, I'm reaching out right now, Jimmy. Yeah, this dude is talented. He's good friends with Chongo, too, and I love Chongo as well.
Oh, Chongo. I love Chongo.
Jimmy Flame out there on the East Coast, man. This guy is talented.
Nice, dude. I thought he was a good shit, bro. Badass, bro. Thanks, Jimmy, for tuning in, dude, and hanging out, bro. Yeah, dude. So shit's crazy, man. So yeah, they're talking shit on him for fucking being out there wrestling in front of 50 people, which is like, dude, get over yourselves. Like, that's the reality of this, dude. Like, that's what like a lot of wrestlers just got to get in their mind. Like, what you imagine this is not what it is. Or you got to find your own silver lining within it. You know what I mean, bro? Like, that's one thing I could preach about this is like, I actually wanted to touch base on that more on the podcast, and we really have never done that because it's like we really don't want to kick down that wall, but our platform is just us and our people. So it's like at the same time, we could say whatever we want to say. And it's like getting into wrestling, dude. It's a crazy – I couldn't imagine getting into wrestling right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so blessed I got in when I did because it's crazy, dude, just the way that things are – it's evolving – and it's evolving to something that is, people are just, it's getting crazy. The wrestling world is getting, I couldn't imagine.
For me, bro, when I hear, Matt Riddle wrestled in front of 50 people, that just proves to me that Matt Riddle loves wrestling.
Absolutely.
And I've seen other big stars wrestle in front of small crowds and give 150%, 200%. And, as an up and coming worker, I would see that and I would admire that. And that's when I realized this dude loves wrestling. This dude loves performing, man. And I'm willing to bet if you saw that match, the dude gave his all.
Oh, dude, absolutely. You know what I mean?
And if you can't get up and give your all in front of 50 people, then fuck, go sell real estate or something.
Real estate. Hey, man, real estate would be a good business to get into. And in that segue, I got to get into my new real estate business talk real quick. If you guys are looking for a realtor in Las Vegas, Nevada, please look no further than Otto Von Clutch. I know, man. So I think personally, we're going to see Matt Riddle back in WWE, and I think we'll see him in time for WrestleMania 20. That's what I think. I'm going to call it now. I think also by then we will see Jacob Fatu probably in the main event, or we'll see something where it's going to be it's going to be big, man. I think next year's WrestleMania.
I like the Matt Riddle call, and I kind of agree with you there. And I mean,
but bro, at
these
the same
guys
time,
bring everybody back.
Anything could happen. Hell, I could be in WWE next year by that time. You just never know what could happen. Crazier things have happened in this world. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen. You know what I mean? And we have things that are in line for all this to happen. And we have, there's going to be a lot of wrestling events happening here in Las Vegas during that time, which I'm very looking forward to announcing at a later time what's going to happen during that time. But
Don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but yeah, bro, I'm excited too.
So I went to the premiere, bro, of the After Dark. Bam! It's a new movie starring Gangrel, Sin Bodhi, Paul London. Bam! The After Dark, bro. Went to go check it out. I had to go see Gangrel. You know, of course, is one of the gentlemen that trained me in my early stages.
You were at the premiere, right? That was
I
the
was
premiere.
at the premiere. I was at the
Hell
premiere.
yeah.
Dude, I bought a ticket online. It was $5, dude. There was like no one at the premiere besides like the actors and the family and friends, but it was great. I ran into Cal Jack. He was there. His wife, she's in the movie. She had a really cool role. There was tons of people, tons of cameos. Wes Logan was in the movie, but it was great to be able to.
Did Sin have a pretty big part in it?
Bro, him and Gangrel were the two main characters in the movie.
Hell yeah.
It was badass, bro. Like literally the After Dark, the new movie with Gangrel.
Is that going to be on Shudder then, or like Film Rise or something?
They were selling Blu-rays at the event. I should have bought a Blu-ray, but I didn't want to buy it. You know, I didn't buy one. I was like, hey, I'm at the show. I invested enough by watching the movie. And it was great to be able to catch up with Gangrel and talk with them for a few moments and he looks great, bro. He actually did really well. It was his first motion picture, and it was badass, dude. He did a great job. It was cool. So that was fun. It was a fun experience to see that. So go check that out, The After Dark. But yeah, Tombstone. So, bro, it's been crazy. We haven't talked in a while. Let's see if there's anything else that we could talk about why it's out there. So, yes, of course, this Saturday, live in Reno, I'll be wrestling Serial Man. Go check that out, guys. That's on Eventbrite. Tickets available now. I think this Battleground WrestleMania or Battleground in Las Vegas
at the Apex,
dude. Why would the
Apex? That's killer.
I think we could see a debut of a Samoan there. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see it happen. That'd be a fun place to see that show, though. Yeah, that's a smaller arena. That'd be a fun, tight little place.
I know. I wonder what the capacity is at the Apex, the UFC Apex Battleground, Las Vegas. And then, of course, we have Ref Amber. She'll be reffing an event over here at the FSW Arena on Saturday, May 25th. You know the AEW is in town for Saturday for Collision and then Sunday for Double or Nothing.
Nice.
So it looks like I know she's going to be reffing a few.
There's a lot of talent on that poster there.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I mean,
you
got Black Swan, you got Viva Van, Maserati. The list goes on and on.
Seen Gypsy Mac. And,
absolutely. So, yeah, dude, I mean, that's why do you think that is? Why do you think when these events happen in town, someone was asking me the other day, I'm not going to mention names, was like, why do they have so many, why do all these independent companies come out, you know, when there's like an AEW or a WrestleMania, or even how I said, like just the AEW's having a double shot here in Vegas, and there's a whole bunch of these pop-up shows. Why do you think that is? I think it's a good thing for wrestling. I think it's more options. It just puts more eyes on the business, but it's almost kind of like, why can't we just do this when they're not in town?
Yeah, I think it could be a little overdone, you know, like
a little bit
versus, you know, every event coming to town, like an AEW event or something, versus, you know, WrestleMania. Obviously, you're gonna have tons and tons of indie shows. But I think it could be a little overdone, but you never know. I mean, we'd have to talk to them promoters,
right?
You know what I mean?
For real, huh?
Yeah.
What's the idea behind that one, boys?
Yeah.
Did you watch the last episode of Dark Side of the Ring, bro?
I did. Like I say, I was one of those fans they were talking about that was just puzzled and pissed off.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, wrestling in the 80s, bro, the Southern Wrestling and the WWF at the time, they were just night and day different. And I enjoyed them a lot. I enjoyed them both, but I was more of a fan of the Southern style wrestling. I mean, when you're watching a feud in like the old Georgia Championship wrestling stuff, you felt like a couple guys in the neighborhood are fighting, and you're like out watching this shit, you know. It was just real. The drama was real, you know. You talk shit on my mama, whatever. And, you know, they just beat the hell out of each other. And the WWF was a lot more of a cartoonish spectacle. And I loved it, but I was more of a fan of that Southern style. So when all of a sudden the show changed like it did, yeah, I was one of those pissed off fans trying to call the station saying, F this, you know. It's not like we couldn't watch the WWF. It was on the other cable channel, you know, and the AWA had its style too. All of them did. The Texas did too, like where the Von Erichs came out of it, kind of had its own style. I would rate it like second. For me, I like the Georgia style, the Florida, the Carolinas, and then I'd say Texas. Then I'd say AWA. And honestly, when I was a fan in the 80s, the WWF was the one I was tuning into last as a fan, you know. So that's just me personally as a kid. So yeah, I was pissed, man. I was pissed. And it's, you know, we had feuds going on, you know, some of these storylines have been going on for months. And then all of a sudden they're cutting to like a taped show in New York or in Minneapolis or something. And yeah.
Crazy, dude. So yeah, you remember this all very well. Then this is something that's fresh on the mind. Not fresh on the mind, but it all rings a bell for you.
Oh yeah, and then watching the dark side and seeing everything that was behind it, because of course we didn't know that. It just went by. After a few weeks, Georgia stuff came back on, and we were happy again. And you know, like hearing the Briscoes say it was Green Saturday for them and stuff like that was really interesting. And I told you about Arn Anderson, you know, and so when you heard the story about him, you know, shaking hands in his own blood and them all gigging themselves with the knife, you know, that dude was pissed. And yeah, that just seemed all part of his character. So yeah.
Dude, that was a very. So the one thing that threw me off on that episode is like they call it the rise of Vince McMahon, but then at the end, bro, it's like they start mentioning shit that's from current day, which really threw it off for me.
Yeah. They threw in the dirt at the end and stuff, and we still don't know how this story's going to end, for that matter. But that was definitely, you know, early in the key of him just taking over. You know, one of them big first power moves he made. And yeah, it was so different back then. You know what I mean? With you know, before they came out and called it entertainment and stuff. And I just feel like being a fan, I think you had a lot more to check out. You know what I mean? I think it was better for us as fans back then. I really do.
Fuck, dude. So it was a pretty good episode overall, though, dude. It was, you know, it was interesting. It really was. There was some points where it was like, dude, I don't know, man. It's just a whole bunch of just corporate big shots bending over for each other, and you know, it seemed like a lot of butt fucking to me.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, bro.
People still be careful what they're gonna say.
I seen it in a different light, but I'm not even gonna get involved in all that. I was just like, what the fudge? Like, dude, you know. And now they have a new series coming out, 4 episodes, called The Death of WCW, or like The Fall of WCW, something like that.
Oh, and it's going to be like a Vice 4-episode deal, huh? They're going to go deep on that one.
Yeah, the same producers that are behind Dark Side of the Rings are doing it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his ex-wife, Danny Garcia, they're involved with it. So we'll see how that turns out. It's kind of
that was another time when I feel like you were better off as a fan when you had the real competition. I mean, like I was explaining earlier, you know, the difference between, for me, like Southern wrestling versus what Vince was doing is a lot like watching a Japanese show or something versus the WWE or Lucha Underground. Everything has its own style and its own feel, you know. AEW even has kind of its own little deal. But back then, I felt like there was more flavors. You know what I mean? You had your Southern flavor, and it was good, dude. It really was. I mean, now we basically got two companies. Well, you know, there's more coming out, but they were all more equal then too. You know what I mean? They were all more on the same playing level.
Yeah, and I don't even want. I hate to say this on the record because it's like I don't want to say it on the record because I'm, you know, trying to be a good guy. But it's like you have WWE and you have AEW, bro, and that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? They're up here, dude. Like, there's nothing knocking AEW. Like, hell, we would love to work for AEW. We're not talking shit. It's just like that's where they're at. You know what I mean? It's like saying that fucking, I don't know. On that note, did you see the drama that was happening with the WoW?
No. One of my favorite shows? Come on, dude. I have not seen WoW in a couple weeks. Tell me.
I don't know much about it, bro. I literally, before I came on here, I seen that it happened or something happened. So basically, I don't even want to, I almost want to pull the video up and I can tell you what I see or what it says. So what is happening is there's tension in the locker room at WoW.
Tension?
Tension. People are quitting, allegedly. People are getting fired, allegedly. Say less. Say less. I can't talk on it.
I don't know. Doesn't expire. That wouldn't surprise me if there's a lot of drama. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, I know April said, bro, like how I've, you know, in April, not even, you know, I feel like the locker room of WoW and the locker room of Glow are two different things. I don't even know, though. I mean, I wasn't there. I wasn't alive in it. But I feel like, dude, you have all, you know, I know how it is just in the locker room with how it is now. It's tension, bro. It's a competition.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I can imagine those, you know, the women out there fucking tough as shit, and they're not dealing with that crap. So,
and it's so competitive.
Yeah. Crazy, dude. I don't even like.
I'm scared to say much more. I ain't gonna lie, man. Last thing I want is some pissed off female wrestler lighting me up, man. So.
Remember the dude that got his dick chopped off? What was his name?
Andre Bobbitt.
Dude, he was on a Monday Night Raw.
Back in the day, yeah.
They had a segment where he came out with Val Venus.
I remember it.
Dude, me and Amber watched that.
Dude, there was no shame in that era.
Dude,
you
could not do that now.
Oh, dude, they had things with like who was the super old wrestling gal?
Oh, Mae Young.
So when they had the hand that was stuck up her or whatever, like, dude, I'm telling you, I remember just cringing watching it back in the day going, how in the hell?
I know I was downstairs in my grandparents' basement watching in my grandpa's room watching Sunday Night Heat. And there was a segment where Mark Henry was getting rubbed down with a whole bunch of lotion and shit. I don't know if it was happening that night or if it was a recap. But I was, 8 years old. I remember my mom coming in and getting so pissed.
Oh, it was pretty smutty. I mean, there was a little while where you had the whole train going full force, Val Venus. Like it was, Sable was coming out there with their top falling off every other show, I mean, we were tuning in, but it was smutty for a while, no doubt about it. And they turned that corner, and that'll be interesting watching that Monday Night Wars, Death of WCW or whatever, because I feel like we were better off as fans then. And even us talking now, okay, WWE, AEW, are we better off without AEW? I don't think so.
No, absolutely not.
No, and hopefully we can get another one up there, you know, and that's how I felt in the 80s too, you know. So but yeah, wow. Yeah, remembering back, you know, when they really made that smut turn. I mean, when they had that Mae Young shit going on, I want to say the Briscoes were in on it and stuff. And it was just cringe. You look that up on YouTube, you'd be like, oh my hell. Literally, I mean, I was cringing in my 20s.
Just cringe, and I can imagine, bro.
Oh yeah.
So when you talk about these different territories, were there was just different styles, like so, like
yeah, there was different styles. There was, and if you go back and you watch some of those, just like an old Georgia Championship Wrestling, like I saw Ric Flair break this dude's arm right there in the middle of the ring. Into suplex, and you see this shit just snap. And I mean, they pretty much no-sold it and went to the next match. And you'd see these guys basically in there with these guys calling it and beating the shit out of these dudes lots of times. You know, I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it was a whole different brawling style, you know. And I want to say WCW, where the Von Erichs were in Texas, might have even been a little more physical. The AWA was kind of a little more cartoonish, like the WWE was, you know, WWF. But like WC, the Texas wrestling and the Georgia and all that, it just seemed a lot more real. The feuds, everything. It was like you're witnessing something go down in your neighborhood. That's how you felt.
Dude, and just like, so these are the things that grind my gears, bro. And like, I'm just so blessed to have guys like Al Snow that are out there putting this knowledge out there for all of us to hear, that are out there that are workers. Like, dude, there's just like, nowadays wrestling is changing so much where no one's calling it in the ring, dude. No one's calling it in the ring, and it's scary as fuck. It's a lost art that's happening.
And that's all they were doing when you watch that old Georgia stuff, man.
They were in fucking separate locker rooms, bro. You would have the fucking heels in one, you would have the babies in the other, and they wouldn't be seen in the public, bro. And they would have to call it out there, dude. You know, they would probably know the fucking finish or whatever, but it's like, it's crazy. Like, that's what I feel is missing right now in wrestling. I would love to actually see almost like a promotion out there, dude, that just literally, it's called On the Fly. And everything you're going to see is going to be fucking on the fly. You know what I mean? That shit needs to be, it's just like, oh my gosh, like there's an art form of working on the fly. And it's dude, everything is just in the back and everyone's just fucking called. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, let's break this down. We don't have to do, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'd rather
it's turned into such a dance, and that's why a lot less of it's called in the ring anymore, you know. And
dude, I mean, there's
back in the day, like I say, you watch some of that old Southern shit, you know, it's all being called there in the ring.
Oh, and it just,
a couple things were like, I want to say, it's like Sid Vicious and Dan Spivey were in a tag match, and I can't remember who they were tagging against, but you can look it up on the internet. And one of these jobbers wouldn't sell. And they beat the shit out of him. And they beat the shit out of him afterwards and stuff. It's kind of fun to watch. But this guy just got up after every move, wouldn't sell a freaking thing. I don't know what he was thinking. But he started selling.
Real quick, huh?
Yeah, these guys, damn, you know, Spivey's a tough son of a bitch.
Have you ever had that situation yet in your career where, well, let me ask you, have you ever had a situation where someone tries to enter the ring?
Oh, a fan? No,
yeah.
Not in the ring. No.
No, not yet.
Oh, I know exactly what I would do.
Right. But it hasn't happened yet.
I have not experienced that, bro. I've had a little bit of altercations here and there in the crowd, which I don't care about. If you go out in the crowd, whatever. I mean, they need to know what's going on. I was a fan that, you know, it was all real as hell to me So like I say, I was throwing beers at the guys in the rings and shit, you know, so I can relate with the fans. But they cross the line, you're gonna have to take them out.
Fuck, dude. I know there was this time where we're out there in Dallas, Texas at the 1010 Collins Arena in Arlington across the street from the Dallas AT&T Arena. It was WrestleMania weekend 2000, maybe 18, I think it might have been, 2018. Fuck, it was a while ago. I know that much. And
I know, and that was a while ago. It's crazy thinking that.
Yeah, it was WrestleMania, I think 31 in Dallas. Bro, so I'm on the apron, and we're having a match, of course, wrestling Rikishi and Black Pearl, probably Jacob at the time. And then it's me, Maverick, and I don't even remember who are. I know it was 3-on-3, I'm pretty sure. Might have been 2-on-2. But I'm on the apron, bro, and it's not that many people there. Once again, we didn't have a major turnout, but I know there was some big wigs there. There was some suits there, you know, because, of course, they were just, you know, recruiting or doing whatever they were doing and watching. And I'm on the apron, bro, and I'm jumping up and down. And the fucking ring, this is a big ring. It's like 4 feet off. It's a bigger than normal ring. Everything's bigger in Texas. And for some reason, when I jump up, I just fucking fall flat on my back on the fucking concrete on the outside.
Oh, you went inside, outside, huh?
No, I'm on the outside, like if I'm going to take a hot tag or whatever. And Rikishi's across the ring, Black Pearl, these guys. And I'm jumping on the apron, and I fucking jump and just fall right on my back, bro. And just like, I know from their vision, they just see me on the apron, and then all of a sudden,
8-foot drop. Oh, man.
Fucking, you know, I got up real quick, but super embarrassing, dude. You know what I mean? Like one of those things where you're just like, fuck, like we'll never forget that. Have you had an embarrassing moment in the ring where you're like, oh my gosh, I wish we could turn the times on that?
Oh, fuck, the one time we were doing those Twitch matches on Friday, up at DCW doing a Twitch match. I think I'd just gone viral on fucking Twitter, and I go and do my jump over like I always do, coming into the ring, and my fucking foot caught, and I fell in. Only time I've ever done that in my whole career. And the cameras were rolling, and you remember our one bro, our Green Beret buddies that do security now and stuff, Roman.
Oh, Roman and Derek?
Derek, yeah. Derek gave me a lot of shit for that. He's teased me the rest of the night. But yeah, luckily it wasn't a big crowd, but it was, you know, worldwide on Twitch. So yeah, that was a little embarrassing.
Bro, they actually had a situation on AEW, I believe, the other, you know, fucking last Saturday. I wasn't in town, so I haven't been able to catch up on all that shit, but I seen that they had some fucking fan ran in, but they took the motherfucker out, bro. You know?
I was taught that from like day one, basically. Yeah, you have to shut that down. That's been something that's been going on.
Davey said it's the first official entrant into the microphone, but really luck of the draw, American Giant rather late into the proceedings. And that's
what the heck?
Hardest chop I've ever had in my life.
Is the American Giant.
Oh my God. He grabbed me by the neck. I swear to God, I could feel his thumb and his finger touch.
Damn.
On the back of my throat. But no doubt, the hardest chops, nothing's even come close to the. If you look up that match we had and you see him chop me, that is the hardest by far I've ever been chopped, dude. When he chopped me, it chopped me so hard it felt like a bullet shot out my ass. I'm not kidding you. It was brutal.
Dude, the knife edge chop. Kind of like, you know, I don't.
He doesn't do a knife edge. He does the big giant chop, and that hand freaking just crushes you. And you know me, I'm like, you chop me, it's like seeing a bat hit a buffalo or something, man. There's a cloud of dust, and not a lot of sound because I got so much hair on my chest. But oh God, yeah, he put me. That dude can chop.
Fucking A, dude. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Well, it's like I want to keep bullshitting, but I don't really know what else to bullshit about, bro.
Well, it's good to be back on Facebook, everybody. It's been a minute, so appreciate you chiming in, Tombstoners. What the hell's everyone been up to? Come on now, who's out there?
Sorry about that, bro.
Oh, I was Otto Von Klutz for a second. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know what was happening there, dude, but I pressed the wrong button, I guess.
It happens. So what are you looking forward to coming up? The UFC thing going down in Vegas is fight week stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
When is fight week? This week?
No, it's like end of June. I think is when it's going to start. The McGregor fight's on the pay-per-view, and then they'll have like 3 or 4 events, one after another after another.
Hopefully the bar will be open by then. That'll be a good time to have the bar open, you know what I mean, by UFC fight week. That would be very important to have that bar open. But we'll see what happens with that. Fingers crossed hope it happens soon. And looking forward to that. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's that. What else? I know once I get off this, they'll be like, oh my gosh, there was this and that I wanted to mention to you. If you guys want to chime in, leave a comment. I don't even know if the comments are effing working right now, to be honest. I have a feeling that they're not.
Bro, did you see that STF's going to be done for a little bit? Maybe that wasn't on the public page, so I hope I'm not over speaking.
So wait, there's no more STF?
Well, I seen that Darren's going to take a little break because he's having some medical issues and stuff.
Well, then we need to go up there and we need to have a match in June 8th. I'm going to contact him right after this. I'm serious. We should go up there June 8th. You should manage me.
Well, and hopefully he'll be rolling back again soon. You know what I mean? But
I do. Bro, you know how these things are, bro. You know how everything, it's rough, dude. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's super hard with wrestling,
It takes
bro.
so much energy to be a promoter like that. You know, something comes up in your life. And boom.
The one show I ran, so effing stressful. If I could do it over, I would not put myself at the very first match. I would make myself towards the end because there's things that need to be, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much more. It was stressful, bro. But it's going to happen again. We're going to do it again. We're going to run it back. Not Your Way Volume 2, WrestleMania weekend. It's going to happen, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know it's going to happen. We're going to do so any of you workers out there want to wrestle during WrestleMania weekend, we are doing Not Your Wave, Volume 2. Who knows? It could be Volume 3 by then, but we're going to do a few, dude. It's time to crunch down on these ideas and these projects that we want to get done. This whole year already is flying by. Like,
it's going to be WrestleMania like tomorrow.
It's going to
feel like it's going to come up so fast.
I know, dude. Like, that's... So lately, I've been having this feeling. If we can even dive into the after hours of this shit. Let's see here. What does the after hours look like? After hours are gonna have some booms. So, bro, like literally though, like lately, I've been feeling a lot of pressure in life because the time is ticking, bro. You know what I mean? The time is ticking for all of us.
Let me tell you one little quick thing about time. This comes from the Book of Tombstone right here. But
let's hear about it, brother.
The older you get, every year goes by that much faster. And the reason why is because when you're 2 years old, a year is half your lifetime. So even when you're 5 or 6 or 9 or 10, a year still seems like a huge hunk of time because it's somewhat of a percentage of your existence. And then when you get up in my age and a year is 1/54th of your life, years start flying by, and that ain't no shit. And that's the way time works. And it can be a motherfucker, but the older you get, damn,
just keeps. I know, man. So
Fire one up on that one, man.
Telling you, bro, there's a pressure happening right now in life to just succeed, follow the course. You know what I mean? Stay in my lane. And everyone, there's a reason for everything. Everything happens for a reason. You know, I'm very looking forward to this match that's happening this Saturday. I feel blessed.
Is that going to be online somewhere? Do you
I
know?
wish it was, bro. Honestly,
I do
so
too.
pre-pandemic, I know all the Hood Slam events were live on either Fight TV or Twitch. This particular event, I don't think is going to be. No, it's not live. It's going to be live there in person. I personally want to just take. You know, I don't.
It's got to end up on YouTube, bro. Even if you might have to bring your tripod.
Well, you know, if I want to bring my tripod, I could just stand. But no. Stupid. So what I'm thinking here is this, bro. We just shoot the shit on here, bro. We could just do that. It's like I wish I already got a hotel room in Reno, Nevada, dude. I already got the hotel. I better guarantee you get yourself a flight to Reno for $40, bro, round trip.
Don't tempt me to come out ringside.
Fuck, I need help against
I'll
Serial,
bring the
man.
milk guns.
Bro, this is a big match. Big moment.
Yeah.
It's going to be – so I've already envisioned in my mind, you know, a lot of high spots, baby.
Well, I need to be there because who's going to stop some spoon or bowl coming in from the back and stirring shit up?
I'm an oatmeal man. I like oatmeal.
Crack
Every morning, I have oatmeal. I don't fuck with cereal.
Crack
I have
weed.
oatmeal.
Fuck yeah, cereal's for pussies.
There's the steel oats, the overnight oats,
with protein powder and creatine and shit.
Powder.
That's right.
Cereal man, I'm coming for you. I'm going to try to convince Tombstone Jesus to follow along.
I'll bring the cinnamon toast crunch.
He does some sick shit during his match. Sometimes he'll pour the cereal on the ring and use him as like a thumbtack. And let me tell you what, nothing's more edgier than some Captain Crunch on the back, baby.
Dude.
Deadly.
I'm getting fired up. I might have to start looking at flights, bro.
I'm telling you, I got a hotel room, and there's lots of dispensaries out there, sir.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Shit.
That means we'll travel there.
Dude, so it was good talking with you, man. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I don't even have to say I feel like it. The comments are being fucking, something's happening. We know it. We know how this rolls, bro. We know
Shadow banned on the comments again.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna reach out to Jimmy Flame though.
Jimmy Flame's a good man. He looks like a fucking rock star.
We gotta get Jimmy on the show for real. This guy's like one of the most interesting people in the world type characters. You know what I mean?
Jimmy is one of the most interesting men in the world. Let me tell you something, Jimmy. Jimmy, you gotta come on down to the You Ought to Know, brother. People are out there saying, what the fuck is going on here?
Story of our lives.
I was actually wanting just to start calling random numbers online.
Bro, that's a flip phone. You just flipped a flip phone, bro.
Got the flip phone, brother.
Nothing but the highest technology on this show.
Nothing but the highest technology. We can call a wrestler. That'd piss him off, though. We don't want to do that. What the hell, brother? You didn't pay my PO and you calling me on your podcast. What the hell, man? You gotta pay the PO, brother.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, Tombstone. Well, Tombstone, I guess we could wrap it up because.
Yeah, it looks like the Wi-Fi's working well, my friend.
Really? Well, I paid $160, and you would think, oh, that's a lie. But no, we paid $160 for the Wi-Fi to get turned back on because I was a month and a half behind because shit happens sometimes.
That's like 4 trips to McDonald's.
I don't eat McDonald's. I eat overnight oats 3 times a day.
Cracked wheat.
I tell you what, cereal man, I'm bringing my father. Tombstone, you better come with me, man.
I'm coming. I'm going out there.
Shut up, are you?
Well, we'll see.
Like,
I'm fired up enough to. You got me fired up.
You should, though. Why would you not come?
You know what? I'm looking into it.
Guess what? Full disclosure. Let's talk about it real quick. My flight. Fuck it. I don't care if we talk about this on here. My flight leaves on Saturday. I thought it was Friday. It's Saturday. And the show's on Saturday. I leave Vegas. I fly out at 3:50 in the afternoon. I land in Reno at 5:15.
I need to be on that flight.
You do, bro, because guess what? I literally got the flight for $40. You should come.
Okay.
And I already have a hotel room, so all I'm going to do is go to the room, check in real quick so I have the fucking room. And literally the venue is like 2 blocks away from the hotel. It's all right there. You don't even have to. It's just bam.
Flying back Sunday, right?
Flying back Sunday. I think the flight leaves at 12 o'clock, Reno,
What
or 11.
airline?
And I'm back here in freaking Vegas at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, bro.
Dude, I want to go. What airline?
It's Spirit Airline. I'll look once we're off of this. I'll check it out and we'll see what's going on, bro. Why not? Like, why
I'll
would
talk
you
to
not
the queen, dude,
check it out and see what's
that's
happening?
way doable. That'd be fun. Like I say, I don't want no funny business with no fork or spoon or any bullshit. Pull out a napkin or I don't know, man. So
it'd be a fun trip to go on out there to Reno, and it's honestly like
I love Reno.
Oh, dude. And I said the room's already paid for, bro. Everything's all taken care of. Fucking come to Reno.
We got Reno. Be ready to party, Tombstoners.
It's a badass venue, bro. You can smoke at the venue. I like that. Yeah, and I like when you can, have a cigarette at the venue.
No, I'm all about it.
So we are gonna go live. Not Weenie and Tombstone, but Tombstone might be going live with us. I think this Thursday. It's a fucking podcast game, baby. This Thursday, Tyrone is coming on the podcast.
Nice.
He wants to talk.
Hell
We're gonna let him talk, baby.
Well, and he called that Vegas shit too.
He actually called a lot of shit, so we're gonna have him
Tyrone did. Yeah,
he's
gonna just talk about his prediction.
He's gonna give the way too early WrestleMania 41 predictions. We'll see how it is. He wants to come on. I want him to come on. He's been messaging me, so I'm like, come the fuck on. Let's do this, baby. Tyrone. So we'll do that Thursday. I don't know what time it's gonna be on Thursday, but yeah, man, if you could we'll figure it out. We'll talk about this right now. But guys, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. And I should have been saying that earlier because I highly doubt you'll make it this far. But if you made it this far, we appreciate it because woo! My name is Otto Von Clutch. This is Tombstone Jesus. Follow us everywhere we go because we love the people.
Thanks for tuning in.